another one. I want to say, like, as we get through season 1, you guys, it feels like such a breath of fresh air. I'm able to really get things off of my chest that were really, like, kind of holding me back. A lot of you guys didn't really know what was going on, you know what I mean? So, with that being said, like, as we dive into episodes and we have interviews, we're kind of like giving a little bit of a glimpse of what was really going on. And this episode is another glimpse of what was going on. Whenever you're like blowing up in your platform, whether your platform is YouTube or TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, it's all eyes on you. People are critiquing you. They are watching your every move. They will pick you apart. It is a very tough world when you're like starting to blow up in social media. You have many, many supporters, but you also have people that are really like trying to like, maybe make a story about you and like kind of flip some things. And I feel like that was some of the stuff that I was going through. So with that being said, you guys, I don't think a lot of my viewers do know that I am biracial. I'm mixed. I am black, white, and Italian. I don't think we know that just by looking at me. I think a lot of people think that I'm Latina or possibly just white or, just a little exotic ting. But that is what I am mixed with. And for somebody that is mixed, I want to say, like, you are not black enough for the black people. You're not white enough for the white people. You're not Italian enough for the Italian people. So my whole entire life, like, I always dealt with race issues and things like that. And it was very, very hard for me. Even my daughters, for instance, they look like super, I would say, Caucasian. My two youngest daughters are Hispanic and they look Hispanic. But like my oldest daughter, you guys, she looks like Shirley Temple. You wouldn't even know that she is mixed with African American. So this is just something that I've been kind of dealing with this whole entire time, right? So, you guys, there was a scenario, right? One of the biggest things that we did when I was like networking with the influencers is we would kind of jump everybody in to a Snap group chat. That's how we would mingle with everybody, right? Because nobody wants to give their personal numbers. So with that being said, like we had a Snap group chat, you guys, of like 70 to like 100 people. It was a lot of people in there. And then some people left, and then, the real ones, they stayed. And then some of the little fake ones stayed too. So with that being said, what happened is one day, you guys, this girl reaches out to me and she's like that she wants to talk. So I'm like, okay, well, tap in with me. Call me on the phone. So she was like, okay, I'm going to call you right now. So she calls me. Now, when she calls me, like, I'm at home dealing with my daughters. I don't really know what she wants to talk about. You know what I mean? So she pretty much lets me know that she was, like, rereading in our group chat. And she was like, I never realized, even from being in the group chat for months on end, that you said nigga. And I'm on the phone blown, like, girl, what? My cousin is in the group chat. I have family in the group chat. Girl, like, you done went to my house with my family there and did, like, an all-white party. Like, it just didn't make sense. You know what I mean? So I was like, girl, what? And she was like, you really shouldn't be saying that because you're not black presenting. You're white passing. Now, first off, don't come for my race. Don't come for me in general. That's not my platform here. My platform is to give you guys opportunities to help you build a platform, to have you network with other women. My personal life, my fucking ethnicity, bitch, that has nothing to do with you. Real shit. And if you watching this, I want you to know, like, bitch, that has nothing to do with you. And, bitch, mind your business. That is like, she was like trying to like, it felt like she was like trying to tarnish my brand, you guys. Like, try to like, like when you're blowing up and everybody like wants to like be like, oh, well, she said this or she did this. And it's like, so that's what she was trying to do. Be like, oh, well, here's this mixed girl, supposedly, who's saying nigga. And she didn't really like know what it was. So I had to like really clarify. And even though we were on a private call, you guys, when I hung up the phone, I hopped in the group chat and I let everybody know what was going on. And not that I have to prove myself to anybody, and that's not even really why I'm making this video. It's just to say, like, bitch, don't come for me. The fuck? Your literal ancestors. Okay, we go way back with this. Okay, you guys have to understand that just because you have, you're mixed with African American, you're not going to have hella melanin. There's different shades to everybody, right? I'm just a little light skinned, little, little baddie. But for instance, I have people in my family that are caramel colored, chocolate colored, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. We all come in all different shades. So for her to come for me and not really like really, really, really know me, like she had balls. And you just don't do that. And then how she went about it too, like after we hung up the phone, it was like she didn't even really say like her whole piece. Like if you gonna call me and you gonna talk about some shit, you gonna really get that shit off your chest. So when she hung up, what did she do? She left the group chat. I'm like, okay, girl, okay, that's okay, you know. Now what was funny about this whole situation is I got hella close with another girl in there, and she is a photographer as well. So she started doing sessions, or she did a session with that girl that I fell out with, which is fine. Get your bag. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So pretty much like she did a session for her for I believe like her engagement photos, you guys. And the girl like found out that like we were pretty much still friends. So she like fell out with the girl. Even though she did her engagement photos, you guys, she pretty much like deleted and blocked her and like never like credited her when she posted the photos or nothing. Just like you're moving so weird. And like I really fucked with this girl, to be honest with you. Like every one of my models, you guys, like I built a bond with these ladies. I literally like take these ladies in and like take them under my wing. So when I have to like have falling out with girls that I feel like I'm gonna like take to the top with me, like that's really, really hard. And this felt personal. It didn't feel like we were just, arguing over photos or something like that. Like you're coming for like my background, my childhood. And then like you're really not listening to me. I'm explaining myself when I really shouldn't even have to be. But I'm just offering that to you just because, baby girl, you were wrong. So it's like, I'm trying to give you a little bit of clarification. So with that being said, like, if you don't really know somebody, watch your mouth. People out, people out here, you guys, get their lives literally taken over shit like that. Like, you do not come for somebody. And I'm not saying that that's as far as I was willing to go with the situation, but like, if you're gonna say something, be ready to back that shit up. For real, because people's whole family will come for you. That's some real ass shit. And I just feel like, realistically, me, like, I wasn't gonna do that to her, but to even sit up here, you guys, and like give you guys the real insider on that situation, like, I got a weight off of my shoulders. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. Like, it feels like I always have so much like lights on me and people are critiquing me, whether they're posting comments, they're sharing my stuff in their little like friend groups, they're messaging back and forth about me. You know when eyes are on you. So when you're able to sit down and clarify things and really like kind of get your piece off, you feel a lot better, you guys. So I'm happy that I could sit up here and really talk to you guys about this. I want to say, like, I'm always going to deal with these issues, right? My whole entire life, I'm going to continue to maneuver through being biracial and the issues that come with that. And I'm not saying that I have it harder than anybody else. That's not really what I'm saying here. I'm just saying, like, we all each have our own individual struggles. Like I just said at the beginning, you're not black enough for the black people. You're not white enough for the white people. You're not Italian enough for the Italian. So you just kind of got to figure out who you are, where you stand on. And like, if I'm going to say, nigga, girl, mind your business. Like, that has nothing to do with you. That had nothing to do with you. And you were in the group for so long. Like, you're commenting back and forth with me in the chat. So I just felt like you were just trying to take something and you was like trying to like really like make it this big issue when it really wasn't. Like, for y'all that are watching, like when people just want to, they just want to like fall out with you. They really don't even be having beef. They just be finding any little thing. So I felt like that's what she was trying to do. Like, she did a shoot. Maybe she didn't like how her photos came out. I don't know what it was, because we did a shoot and then we fell out afterwards. So I'm like, maybe she didn't like her photos. But like, say that. Say you don't like your photos, because I feel like that's what it had to do. Because one of her photos was looking kind of, questionable. And I'm not gonna sit up here and talk about nobody, but I'm just saying, like, you came for me, so I'm coming for you. Like, real shit. Like, what the fuck? Okay, Mimi, because you know who you is. And I hate to even name drop, but that's really what it is, okay? Like, we up here clearing the air, girl, so I hope you watching. Period. So, you guys, we kind of like are wrapping up season 1 here. We only got a couple more episodes, a couple more things to kind of go over with you guys. And then season 2 is like something whole new. You know what I mean? I don't want to continue to talk about this. Like, I feel like right now it's like I have to like reopen old wounds and kind of talk about this stuff. And I'm ready to like talk about this and tie it the fuck up so I can get on to something better. And I'm happy to give you guys that insight. Comment if you agree with the situation. Like, comment. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I know probably not everybody watching has like a super big platform, but I know you guys are dealing with things in your typical day-to-day lives, and I want to know about it. So drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. I really want to say though, thank y'all so much for all the support. Man, this has been like such a new journey for me to film a podcast with my ex co-host, let that go, take a break, come back, have a team, have support, pick back up my shoots, sit here and like talk with you guys. I just feel like I'm on to just something so good. Like, it feels like we really going on an up and up. Please don't like sit up here and watch my podcast and think like, oh my gosh, she's famous or nothing like that. Like, I'm still dealing with like super real ass issues. And that's why we're sitting here having these real ass conversations with you guys, so you guys know what the fuck is going on. All that glitters ain't gold, and I know you heard that before, and that's a true ass statement. And I hope you guys really like kind of take that and like with your whole entire life, literally. Take everything out there with a grain of salt. Take everything out there like people could always be like lying and putting on facades. And I understand that maybe that's why she was like questioning me to even tie into that. Like, maybe that is why she was questioning me. She was also taking shit with a grain of salt, but like, let's have a real adult conversation. Were you mad about photos or were you just trying to pick apart somebody's character? I'm just curious. Which one was it? But we just gonna wrap up on that note here, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. We got, I want to say, like 2 more episodes, and then we finna just kind of wrap this up. There's really nothing else to kind of dive into more other than I wish y'all well. You know, anybody that was really like praying on my demise, like, I wish you well. I'm sorry that I had to sit up here and even talk about the little situations that involved you. But, you know, this is for my own conscience to get off. It has nothing to do with you. This is my own healing journey. And if this is how I choose to heal with it, I'm sorry that you have to witness that. And that must hurt. But it is what it is. With that being said, y'all, love and light as always. It's your girl, Lexi. Tap in with me. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment.